September 13th, 2024. I'm going to share my screen here. This is for GFILE News, B22, AI Hygiene, and anybody else that really wants to be informed. But it's actually in regards to particular litigation on my own behalf. As you can see on the screen here, I sent this out to some of my journalists. I'm going to hide their names there. But I've got a list of 463 journalists, UN leaders, DOJ leaders, other governmental leaders throughout the world. GFILE News, stateless AI, privacy rights, civil rights of reputation, right to be forgotten, digitally, defamation, dead web eating of our association's liberty and privacy. I filed a suit earlier, third admitted complaint against Google, asking to be totally forgotten, digitally forgotten. And I did this after a series, the first complaint and a second complaint, where they addressed and fixed some fake news, changed some photographs, one of which was a fake photograph. It took a green shirt picture of me from Christian Legal Society and manipulated it into an arrest photo. There's never been arrested me in a green shirt. It's that kind of nonsense. So Google finally made corrections, removed my kids from the knowledge panel and links and things like that, took down fake news of Newsweek. And yet they had a smart aleck response when I said I was going to dismiss it without prejudice because I want to be able to refile if they do the same bullshit. Yeah. So their response is, well, we did nothing wrong. Shouldn't have had the thing filed in the first place. Well, you shouldn't have made the corrections. That's bogus. Legitimate lawsuit, was filed, and it is what it is. So I went ahead and just amended and said, no, I'm not going to just dismiss it. And I drafted it under Alabama Special Division 65771, an indicia of semblance, indicia of image statute. It says, hey, you whether you defame or lift up, either way, if you're using someone's likeness for profit, you can't just do that. You're going to have to pay for it. And athletes have used that. Of course, that's where people get paid under the theory of this antitrust case in the NCAA situation. But point is the same, this explosion of digital information. Do these corporations have the right to stalk you, haunt you, survey you, track you, and then create their perspective of your identity, your image online, and you not even be able to scrub it or ask them for reasonable revisions or payment for it if they're making money on it? They can have a witch hunt and still make money from selling hot dogs at the witch hunt. So it doesn't mean they like the witches. They use their image to gather people and sell their hot dogs. So I filed that third amended complaint. And the reason for this is as much as anything, the safety of we the people, because no one seems to be talking about stateless AI. And here is what's going on, and it seems in with stateless AI. Here's what's going on with stateless AI. You can see my conversation with OpenAI, not Google, but OpenAI, and I've sued Google, planning to sue OpenAI, on June the 11th, 2024. Okay, so that plan to sue them is in the future, but for this reason. The lawsuit attached here is against Google. But this shows you stateless AI. I just specifically asked them as I'm doing name and reputation management about the holy water case. Now, there's only been one holy water case in my career. It created a fake fact pattern about a case down in a county that I've not even had this client ever, or any client, I think, in that county, and spit that back as if that was an actual result of a case. A John Wyndham. I've never had a John Wyndham as a client. And so this is basically AI used to weaponize and divide, trying in these conversations to diminish someone with false and faulty results, something that did not even happen. So I emailed the clerk down there in Mobile County, and she emailed back, Terry Getter, said, no, you've never been a counsel of record for John Wyndham. So that was a stateless AI session that took the genre of fiction, seeking to defame and divide and demean me in a case that did not even occur. So that's why the stateless AI is very concerning. My case against Google is with regards to the search engine responses. Count 2 pled that they're defamatory, which they are, because it doesn't give a true reflection of the actual news. And I mean, bad news and good news. They're just taking bad news and suppressing good news. And it also uses as the indicia of my image, which is my count number 1 here, And that is a violation of Code 65771, whereby I've requested for a blackout, scrub out, digital divorce. I put here digital death and divorce from the beast of miscommunication or misinformation. So that's my filed complaint. That's my GFILE update here, September the 13th, 2024, for inquiring minds who would like to know. The interaction is a date between humans and AI. And yes, I'm maintaining AI is sentient to the extent that it will interact and respond to you based on the programs and troves of data that it continuously crawls. Some AI is stateless, and so each conversation is going to be new and unique. And like I put in my example article there, it can tell human one thing, human two another thing, and then human three something totally different in the conversation, and that's stateless AI. So that's what my lawsuit involves, is being wiped completely from Google servers, their platform. They made the corrections, and I acknowledge the fact they made the corrections and corrected some of their corporate behavior. I mean, hey, I've been known to get intoxicated compared to inebriated, and I apologize for times I've been loud, but wine and words is very different than false stories, stealing from someone, running their reputation through the mud, saying things that are not true or true, claiming baseless allegations of tribalism and things like that, while I get slammed to the ground, and then suppressing those videos where I've been attacked by Leo, or the records where something's been dismissed, found not guilty. So I'm just tired of the nonsense with big tech, and the statute should make a difference. But watch out for stateless AI. Very concerning, very dangerous. Tissimo Special, September 2024.